Good afternoon, friends. Just I saw one video with an announcement of some of Modi making a call between 1:30 and 2 o'clock at night. Probably they thought that they will confiscate this story of mine also into your image projection of Modi brand, which they have been doing for several years now. And that is what has created a mess of media confiscation by the government, and the media getting trapped into this illusion and delusory nature of the methods adopted by BJP and RSS, because they use tantric methods. That is mind. They do I know of people who do hypnotism. That is they hypnotize and they brainwash so much, and they introduce their concept as divinely ordained. And when they do that, gullible people believe it. And many of us in India, we have a great reverence to gods, saints, sadhus, sannyasis, and because that has been a tradition in our culture to honor them. If we don't know the truth about them, honor what appears, and then when the truth is discovered, we accept the truth. So when we have realized and accepted, or when we have the truth is revealing itself to us, let us not go back and get gullible and back into their framing of nonsense stories. You can't hijack somebody's karma or somebody's life purpose or the spiritual status onto you and assume that role. Then you'll become a mess, as what has happened right now. So when you hijack a name just by keeping the name, you don't carry the spiritual sanctity, authority, authenticity, or power with it. Otherwise, anybody and everybody who has the name of Ram would have become Ram. So many people in India, we have only God's names. That name of the God is kept for children in India, so that by way of habit, that is, we have a belief that if we name the son or the daughter as Rama or Lakshmi or Durga or any such gods and goddesses name, by virtue of frequently calling that name of that person, at the time of death, when we will call that name who has been our favorite, or one who has been helpful to us, or who have been at our beck and call. So when we call that name, it is believed that that deity with that name will come and take us to their loka. We have Kailash for Shiva, we have Vishnu, Vaikunt for Vishnu, and we have Shakti Loka, we have Surya Loka, Surya Mandala, and all these lokas, different gods have their own abodes. And in those abodes, they have all their attendants or ganas and other people who do their, like angels and all, who do their functions, who execute their orders. All these gods, Ishwaras, are functionary deities, administrative deities for running of this world. So if we, somebody's name is Shankara, somebody is Shiva, somebody is another name of other names of Shiva, which is there, or if it is Vishnu, it could be Govinda, Gopala, Krishna, Kanaya, Kana. So many names we keep for our own children, so that by keeping on calling that name over so many years, over their lifetime, you automatically call out to that name at the moment of crisis. Even when you are sick, whom do you call out to? Your amma or appa, or whom you call favorite, means the if it's the children, they will call out John, or whoever has been very closely related to you during your times of crisis. So when you call out to that person comes to your aid. So also, if it's the deity, it is believed that deity will come and take our soul to their abodes. That was the purpose of naming then giving God's name, so that at least by default the parents will go. It's not that these people will be associated with those names. The parents will call that name, and that deity will come and take the soul to that loka. It's a different matter altogether, that whether you vibrate in your name or not, because you never call your name. Somebody else calls your name, no? When they call you, somebody else will call your name. So you hardly say your name. So you make others say their name. But when others say the name, they get the benefit, no? You're not supposed to get the benefit. How can you take all the credit for the work done? So here again, the Ram Janma Bhumika thing, better look into how this is happening. Usually a temple is a sacrosanct place if the idol has been installed with that kind of reverence, devotion, prana pratishtha. It is called a prana pratishtha, that is the life force of that deity, divinity is induced into the in that place, and it's given a life, a form of life. If these things have been going on, there have in Guruvayur, actually in Guruvayur temple, in those days, means when Nambudiri was the Yeshudas and all have sung in front of the deity. In fact, Yeshudas Guru had lost his voice, and he used to cry in front of the deity, and he got back the voice because of the power of the divinity of Krishna there. So there have been many such. In fact, they say that you can find Krishna as a small child circumambulating at some times. I remember when I was a kid, I did see, but it was not, means he was not like a Krishna, but all of a sudden he appeared and all of a sudden he disappeared. So now when I'm just saying this, like it's resonating. So it's not that from a temple things can be stolen. That means it's not genuine. And another thing I would like to simply suggest is, even if you go back to all the videos right from the day of inauguration, there was a huge, long, several days of celebration activities that were going on right from the beginning. Even the previous day, they had done something, even from digging onwards, there was celebration. Means there was rituals that were being going on. Even in that 1 week long live telecast that was going on, several channels were telecasting those live videos. So we need to see those videos. There was a scuffle also in those videos which was shown, and suddenly somebody was taken away from that place also. Look into those videos. You will get the real revelations from such videos. So we can arrive at the truth about that place. What is the real truth there? Simply just claiming one things by your publicity or your IT channel, just because you have a team to project certain falsities, it doesn't make a truth hidden. Jai Gajanan.